Hello and welcome to whatever this is. This is going to be basically a follow-up video for the video that I just posted like a day ago, which is the Grumpy's rehab facility video, where it is a long video, I know, it's 45 minutes, but it's 5.5 hours of CitizenCon condensed into 45 minutes, and on top of that, I'm giving you a lot of my thoughts on all the things that they said, or like most of the things that they said, so you should probably watch that video because there are some really good and important stuff that I said there, and if you missed it, I feel bad. But throughout the whole video, there was a like reoccurring theme of me saying that like, when is something done for Star Citizen? So let me roll the intro and you will see what I mean. Hello, my name is Grumpy. So before we start off, I gotta say that like I haven't played Star Citizen for a while now, and I hopped back in like yesterday so I can set up my new sticks, and that was a mistake because like I was there for an hour. I wanted to set up the sticks and I wanted to see the STV in action, and I had for an hour, maybe even less, I had two 30Ks. And everything was fucking buggy as always, and I landed my cuddy to get the STV out of the cuddy, and I hopped out of the cuddy and I died immediately from like touching the ground. So yeah, I'm waiting for 318 because if I'm gonna suffer through all the bugs, at least give me something new to like test out and check out, if that's gonna be like the theme of the whole fucking alpha stage of this project for the next I don't know how many years. But let's talk about the main thing of this video. So I wanted to make this video, the video that you're about to see, and it is posted, and you're gonna hate, like some people are gonna hate me for this, and some people are gonna love me for this, but it's posted on Star Citizen refund subreddit, and yes, like, just wait a second and you're gonna see it. Wait a second, they're not all just trolls, they're not all just like complete assholes. Just wait a second and check out this video. So the original poster of this, well, at least on the subreddit, is Golgot100. I don't know if that's like the guy that made the video, I don't know, but I wanted to make something like this with all the things that they said that they're doing, and we never get them. So honestly, I just couldn't be bothered. So like I was like, yeah, should I really check out all the videos and all that? And, like, it's such a hassle, and in the end, if I get like 2,000 views, that's just fucking not enough to spend all that time just searching for the videos. So thankfully, this guy actually made a video, if this is the guy that made the video. If not, just like hit me up in the comments and I'm gonna like pin your comment, basically. That's gonna like take people to your YouTube channel. So let me switch the cam and you're gonna see this right now. So this is the subreddit, yeah, blah blah blah, great. So watch this. This is 2014.
We just started working with the developers, the programmers, to have a Mobiglas in-game finally. I think in the coming months and in the year, we'll have something like solid to be able to give to the players and start developing all the different apps that will go into it.
An early in-game prototype of Mobiglas.
So this is the first iteration of the MobiGlass, and they're talking about the MobiGlass and how it's going to work.
So you can turn your AR
2014,
mode and sort
2015.
of show you the indications of stuff. Yes, no, we are.
So yeah, it looks nice.
Stabbed and robbed.
It might raise.
So I haven't played back in 2015-16, or like I was following the project, but I didn't see this in action. I don't know if this actually got released, or like if this is the version 1 and then they replaced it with what we have right now or not. I'm not sure, but what I do know, you're gonna see in a second.
The initial user experience and the onboarding experience in Star Citizen kind of needed a fresh look, actually an entire overhaul. So we're sort of burning the old system to the ground. and rebuilding it all from scratch visually. And
So they are rebuilding everything from scratch, building everything to the ground, etc., etc. Like this is the reoccurring theme of CEG and the whole project that is called Star Citizen. They're always ditching everything that they done and making it work again with new stuff.
From a code base, make sure everything is readable and legible.
So this is 2016 and the MobiGlass work in progress from 2016. Then you can see 2017, we're getting something that resembles what we have right now.
We had done some preliminary concept work last
still not
year, working closely with our systems design team to design something that would assume something more akin to what you would find in a typical desktop OS. However, what we really needed was a few key pieces of tech that would really make it worthwhile without us having to
now, because I haven't played back in 2017. If you have, please tell me down in the comments, did you guys, you players, have the MobiGlass experience like this at all at that time? If not, did you even have a MobiGlass? I'm pretty sure that you have, but was it the one that we're using right now, or was it this? I'm not really sure.
a ton of bespoke code and functionality. So as you can see, we have a lot in development for the upcoming release, a lot of new apps that we're doing on top of the general overhaul in the Mobiglas.
It just goes to show how all our new features are really coming together.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. And I'm really happy that we're getting there. It's fantastic.
So we are getting there back in 2017. And now it resembles what we have right now.
All that we did to
2018.
The amount of real estate,
So I'm not sure if they changed it, and you, the players, because I haven't played back then, as I've said, I don't know if they changed it from what we had in 2017, or was it that just work in progress and they ditched it and made this that we have right now?
Mobiglas took up
because this is basically the same thing that we have right now.
Need to just change a bit of this flash and then it's in. Great. It's a day's worth of work, and then we've improved that feature as well. So as work comes in, we can just keep evolving the design. So it's no longer a case of it's Mobiglas 2.0 or 3.0. It's the living Mobiglas.
It's the living Mobiglas. So okay, some things changed, the project scope changed, maybe, I don't know, but they made up their minds and they realized that they want to make a new Mobiglas in building blocks, because Flash was not working for them, even though here they're saying that it is working for them, and that's the Mobiglas that we're going to use from now on out.
We still have a little more work to do with the item previews, but we're getting closer to the finished article with every release.
Sure.
And that's all for this week. Remember, if you're out there in Alpha 3.1 and you're interested in checking out new ships like the Reclaimer, Terrapin, or Cyclone, our flyable ship sale is still on through the end of this weekend.
So if you're in game, what you have to do to get to the piano is you're basically going to bring up your Mobiglas and you can change your loadout through the VMA.
This is one, the main thing here is the Mobiglas, but this is one more thing that they were talking about. This is obviously the Phoenix, the Constellation Phoenix, and they're talking about modularity inside, and you can just change the this table here to be a piano, which you can't do.
And you'll be able to switch out the conference table and the piano just like you would a weapon on the ship.
We're not focused on Mobiglas at the moment. Yeah. Actually, the whole UI, we're looking to overhaul on that as well.
We know that we need to refactor the Mobiglas and actually get it into building blocks.
So now they're talking about changing the 2 years after that. They're talking after the release of the first Mobiglas. I don't know if that's the first Mobiglas, but they said that this is the Mobiglas that we're gonna use. And now, 2 years after, they're ditching the old. They're starting to talk about ditching the old Mobiglas and bringing it to the new building blocks Mobiglas, which is honestly, it's a bit ridiculous.
And then that allows us to scale. So.
From the lobby, you'll descend down a glass staircase into the commercial floor.
Here you can see where you can buy the Mobiglas, if you want another color of the Mobiglas, whatever. like some people used it whenever, like most of the times when you change the color of your Mobiglas, you lose the Mobiglas itself, or you lose your head or whatever, and you need to fucking do a character reset.
Upcoming MobiGlass revamp for a while now, just converting it over to building blocks, and then that's where all the customizations and stuff come in.
I mean, things like the inventory on the Mobiglas was just completely redesigned because
it does mean it takes a little bit longer than just converting it over, but you know, ultimately it's worth it in the end, or we hope it will be.
Yeah,
a year later, still no Mobiglass, no conversion into building blocks.
Once it's done, then I know maybe we'll polish it a little bit in future, but essentially, it's good.
Yeah, there's a complete.
So what he said here is basically, because I was talking over him, that like this Mobiglas that we're gonna show now, or they showed like 3 days ago during CitizenCon, is gonna be the last version of the Mobiglas, and that's it. But they also said that in like 2018.
Mobiglas. So once it's done, then I know maybe we'll polish it a little bit in future, but essentially, it's good.
Yeah, there's a complete redo of the Mobiglas. And the first iteration is in Squadron. There's a sort of cut down set of apps in Squadron because it's the military Mobiglas, and you don't need all the cargo trading and all that kind of stuff that you would want in the PU. But it's a framework that we're building almost like our own
operating
MobiOS.
system, yeah.
And it's all in building blocks, so all Flash stuff's going away.
If they're still working on the essential parts of Squadron 42, like the Mobiglas, or as they said on the AI and how it behaves, how far are we in? Like, how long do we need to wait to see Squadron 42 so they can focus on Star Citizen? That's a question that like nobody's gonna answer. They're always gonna say, well, about 2 years. And that's been like a mantra for the past fucking I don't know how many years of Star Citizen's development.
Right now in the PU is because there's a hodgepodge of the old system, which is the old sort of Flash scale form system, and the new building blocks. It's really hard to extend stuff right now, and so one of the big obstacles to doing features is actually the UI.
And all of these widgets
so
that we
what
call
he
them,
said here was
the old system, which is all Flash stuff's gone away. Because one of the problems right now in the PU is because there's a hodgepodge of the old system, which is the old sort of Flash scale form system, and the new building blocks. It's really hard to extend stuff right now, and so one of the big obstacles to doing features is actually the UI.
And you have been saying that for the past 2 years, or even more.
Widgets that we call them are kind of shortcuts to the kind of the main focus areas.
Alerts as you go to the other.
Yeah.
And honestly, this thing looks basically, well, not the same, but really similar to this thing here. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this thing here for 2016. Okay, yeah, this is done in Flash. Fine, sure.
Shortcuts to the.
This is done in in the building blocks. Fine, but do you see the issue here? How many times are they gonna like redo the Mobiglas? Also, one more thing that I want to show you. A bunch of people said, like, we're talking on my community Discord, and the link is down in the info section. That's how I even saw this video. By the way, Golgot 100, thanks for the video. Fucking amazing job. A bunch of people have been asking, like, what is Sataball, and I have a video of that. It's not Overwatch, it's this. So a bunch of people said, like, they were confused, like, what is Sataball, and it is this. I'm just gonna mute it because I don't know if it has like any copyrighted music. So Sataball was a thing that they released or like they showcased on PAX East 2015. It's like a team sport for Star Citizen that they like, I don't know, developed, and apparently that's gonna be in the game at some point, maybe again, because as you saw, like, they were talking about Sataball in the future with the Mobiglas rework they like showcased like a few days ago. So yeah, so Sataball is coming back, or I don't know if it was like ever released or if they just like showcased it, but yeah, like whatever. Like, Star Citizen is a game that has a bunch of fucking games inside of it. It's a catch-all game that like doesn't do the main thing right, because the main thing is never gonna be the focus. Apparently, like if like why am I speaking in absolutes? Let me switch my cam. So why am I speaking in absolutes? Why am I saying never? Because you can see that like for fucking 8 years they're doing reworks until they like, is there ever gonna be a point when they say that like they nailed a mechanic, they nailed the ship, or they nailed a game loop or whatever, and it's done, so they're gonna focus on something else? With this agile development, like, I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay, whatever. But do you understand, because like Star Citizen is a catch-all game, do you understand how many things need to be reworked and brought up to like current standards? Like they're reworking Referral. Fine, it looks nice, but they also said that they're gonna rework ArcCorp a couple of months ago, and they said that a couple of years ago because it is not up to the current standards. They need to rework all the ships to get them up to the gold standards, and like the gold standard is not gonna be the top standard because they're gonna probably figure something out, and like even like the gold standard Gladius, go watch my video, is gonna be linked here. It's just not like, it's not good. So they will need to like rework, and that's gonna take forever, and we have 200 fucking ships. And on top of that, did you understand what I'm saying here? When are they gonna say, okay, enough is enough, we have done this game loop, it's complete, we have done this whatever, and it's complete, and that's it? And you can say, well, Grumpy, the current Mobiglas is trash, they need to rework it, and you can say that that's a positive thing, and you can like look at the positives, and you can say, well, yeah, the current inner thought is bad, so they needed to change it, they needed to like give it to give us the players the control that we have with like basically every other game, with like, just pressing F and like pointing at something and picking it up. All right, good, great. I'm not gonna like argue that, but Referral, ArcCorp, fucking Inner Thought, Mobiglas, Star Map, the hover mechanics were like changed, like this is like the 4th fucking rework, and it's still bad. And the rework of the rework of the rework of the rework is still bad. And you know for a fact that the Mobiglas is probably gonna get reworked again because it's not gonna be up to the standards. Maybe they're gonna change from they're gonna decide that like building blocks is not good, and then they're gonna use Flash 2.0 or whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm not a dev, but do you see the problem here? Now, the problem is not that they're reworking a bunch of mechanics. The problem is that like 10 years in the fucking development, we have 15% of the game done, and it's in a buggy and a messy state. But from all of the things that they said that they're gonna give us 10 years in the fucking development, they're showing us reworks of reworks. And remember when I said, like, when are they gonna say that this is done and this is the like last iteration? Well, they say it every fucking time, and then it's not. Because every time it's like bad and it needs to change, and it's like either outdated or just like non-functional and it needs to change. So is this like Mobiglas gonna be the thing that's gonna save us all? We don't fucking know, because like first of all, it's been in development since 2020, or even before that, probably. And like, we're just waiting for it to see it, and maybe even then we're gonna realize that like, nah, it's not good, it needs to change, it needs to be like something else. And then they're gonna like go back into the shop and just like rework it again and again and again, and like, when is that done? And on top of that, we have a ton of things that they didn't fucking deliver, that they said that they're gonna deliver, and we're 10 years in fucking development, and they are reworking AI for Squadron 42, therefore they're reworking the AI for Star Citizen, and of course, for Star Citizen they said, or Chris himself said, that the AI is amazing and all of that, but you can't really see how it shines because of the servers and the strain of the servers and the server tick rate and all of that. But the matter of fact is, like you saw it in this CitizenCon, that like, no, the AI is not good. So they need to rework it and like make some new things for the AI 10 years down the line in development of this game and Squadron 42. And Squadron 42 is like, the AI is like it's gonna be the main staple of Squadron 42, and it's not done yet. So when is Squadron 42 gonna be out? Well, let's check out a video that I also saw on the Refus subreddit. But like as I've said, just watch the videos and you will understand that like those guys are not really that bad as you think they are. So just check out this. So this is from July 22nd of 2016. So 8 years ago, if I'm no fucking 6 years ago. My brain. Okay, 6 years ago.
Leadpipe asks, have you as the community team been able to play through a single mission on Squadron 42 yet? I have been able to, but I have chosen not to.
I have played through every mission because I come from QA and it was my job to do so.
Okay, sure. There's going on to the next question. If you don't trust me.
So let's see what else we got here.
There you go. Like they're talking about other stuff after this. But how is that working if like they're like reworking the MobiGlass, the AI and everything because of Squadron 42, because it does not meet like the standards of what a single player game should have. Like if you ask them how long are we gonna wait for Squadron 42, they're gonna say, well, it's gonna be in about like 2 years or something like that. And it's always been like that for the past fucking 8 years. So yeah, with that said, I'm just gonna thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's gonna be a link down in the info section of the video, and you're supporting me for like buying stuff for the studio. You're supporting me for buying ships for Star Citizen to give them away, to review them, etc, etc. You're supporting me for being me, I guess. So whatever floats your boat. And yeah, leave a comment down in this comment section and tell me what you like think about all of this. And of course there's gonna be people that are gonna just bash on Star Citizen subreddit, and they're gonna like bash on me, but you see the fucking video. Like, is there anything wrong that I said here? How long are we gonna wait for the game to be developed because they're like stranded working on the same fucking things that they did a long time ago, because they never seem to nail them? Because I'm not gonna say why, but like you tell me why down in the comments. And thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling to space, and mwah, bye.